Hey guys, this is Spiritual at Heart Tarot and welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we're answering when will I see them again? So if you have a crush on someone and you're wondering when you will see them again, or if there is someone else that you want to see again and you're wondering about that, we're going to take a look at that. And I'm going to show you a little bit of what we're going to look at today because it's not just answering that question. So we're going to start with the energy check. We're going to take a look at you. We're going to take a look at them. Then we're going to take a look at the location, like where are you going to meet them? It might not be an exact place, but we might get a little hint of where it might be. Then we're going to take a look at how they are feeling when you'll be meeting, like what is their mind at, where is their heart at, and then we're going to take a look at when you will be meeting, and the when we'll be answering with the bingo machine up top. Then I also have an extended, and in the extended we'll get some channeled messages, and we're going to take a look at some advice. So if there's anything you can do to make it go more smoothly, maybe anything to prepare in advance, anything like that. So if you're interested in the extended, you can find it on my membership page. I'm going to show you a little bit about my memberships. For tier 1, you will have early access to my videos, but you won't have access to the extendeds. But in tier 2, we do have all the extendeds. You also have a discount on my personal readings, and we have these member-only videos as well. I recently uploaded one about your fertility. So if you're interested in that, you might want to check that out as well. But this extended with the channeled messages and the advice will be in tier 2 for members. So if you're interested in that, you might want to purchase that. And you can decide for yourself if you want to have it for just 1 month, check out all the videos and then just stop the membership, or if you like the videos and you might want to stay a member long term. So you don't feel pressured to take that, and don't feel pressured to have a membership just going on indefinitely. You can always cancel it anytime. Okay, but that's a little bit about the topics, about what we're going to take a look at today. Now let's take a look at the 4 piles. We have 4 piles today. We have pile number 1 on the left with the pumpkin. I'm going to show you guys up close. There we go. And we are using the Santa Muerte Tarot. Then for pile number 2, we have the bat with the Tarot of Oneness. Then for pile number 3, we have the mummy with the Way of the Panda Tarot. And for pile 4, wow, hard words, we have the little ghost, if my camera decides to focus, there we go, and the This Might Hurt Tarot. But I need to be careful with that one because it has some exposure if I don't put my cards nicely. So there we go. So take your time and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. By the way, you guys cannot even see its little hat. I have this cute little ghost with a witch's hat on. I thought it was so cute to add to my little decor. So let me know what you think about that. But yeah, take your time, pick the pile you feel most drawn to, and let's take a look at when you will meet them again. See you there. Hello, my lovely pile 1. Welcome back to the extended. Let's get some channeled messages from this person that you'll be meeting, possibly in November, December, or January. So I'm trying to shuffle this deck first. Let's see if there is anything that they would want to say to you now. So this is their current energy. This is not going to be when you'll meet, because I do feel like it would be more beneficial to get their current energy instead of their future energy. So I'm only going to take this one. We have, I am trying to prioritize myself, which might indicate that they really are very busy trying to get things in order, maybe trying to prepare things. Maybe work is asking a lot from them, or family members are asking a lot of them. Let's see if there's anything else. So Spirit, can you tell us what pile one's person would want to tell them? So we also have, I feel you when you are not around. So they do feel very connected to you. I think that they do recognize that there is a lot of potential between the two of you. Maybe they cannot quite fathom what's going on between the two of you. Like they feel this pull, but they just don't understand it mentally. Let's see if there's anything else. I always like to get a lot of these cards, but sometimes they just don't want to come out. So the only one that flipped, oh wait, there is another one that flipped down here. Let's see. A few, by the way. So we're going to take all of them, but you will know which ones are for you and which are not. So trust your intuition on that. So the first one we have is, whoa, you look hot. So I definitely got this with the energy check with the tarot beforehand, with this Queen of Bats just being very confident. They feel intimidated by you. I think I've said that before in the other part of the reading, but they definitely are intimidated by you. And we also have, you are my type. So you are completely their type. You are the person that they just are intimidated by. They are like, whoa, this person looks amazing. They're so kind. Yeah. They're just impressed, and I think that they want to impress you even more. We also have, I love you so much, which may be a little bit early. So this might not be for everybody, but I do feel like for some of you, that's definitely the case. And we also have, you are so kind to me. So you might have been quite forgiving with them. You might have been just kind in general. But I definitely get for some of you that you have forgiven them for something that they really didn't anticipate you forgiving them for. So let's see if there is anything else. Is there anything else pile one's person would like to tell pile one? Anything else? Okay. I'm not going to take them all. I'm just going to take the bottom one of this and the top one out of this. There we go. So we also have, I am proud of you. So they are very proud of you. And I think that you are quite proud of yourself already. So you don't really need to hear that, but it might be fun to hear that they are also proud of you. And we also have, I wish you were mine. So they definitely are thinking about getting into a relationship with you. So maybe that is where this might lead to in the future. But yes, they definitely would like to have you in their arms or just to have you near. Now we're gonna take a look at some advice. And for this advice, I'm using two different tarot decks. No, not tarot decks, oracle decks. And I don't have much space to shuffle anymore here before I mess up my spread. There we go. So let's see if there is any advice. So Spirit, do you have any advice for pile one surrounding this meetup? Is there any advice that you have when it comes to this meetup? Okay, that's one. Let's see what it is. So the first one we have is Wolf Spirit with turn knowledge into wisdom. So wolves are very wise. They use their past experiences to do better, right? They learn from their past and then they apply that to their current situation. And I kind of feel like that is what's going to be happening for you. Like it might be helpful to kind of try and stay a little bit more logical, not get too emotionally involved at this time, because it does feel like they have quite a volatile energy. Like you have to be this Queen of Wands here. Like you have to stick to your grounds, set those boundaries, don't cave, I feel. Stay confident. Maybe not give away too much. And if you have any other meaning for this card, that might be significant too. Also, we have the number 67, which indicates the 6th of July or the 7th of June. This adds up to a 13, so maybe January might be significant. Like, if you continue on counting, you have 12 months plus 1 is January again. Let's see if there's anything else. Spirit, do you have any other advice? Thank you. The next one we have is Mouse Spirit with tend to the small things. So maybe pay attention to the details, pay attention to maybe little mannerisms, or just pay attention. I think that's the most important thing here, is like keep yourself on your toes, I feel is how you say that. Like stay alert. Don't yeah, I don't know. I think that this person is very good at like using their charms to get what they want. And I feel like you have to be very careful, otherwise you will fall into that quite easily, like a lot of people do, by the way. So don't don't beat yourself up for it, but you have to be careful, because we have this cat here, we have a lot of black cats in this deck, and if you are the mouse, you have to be careful, right? Because the cats can get you at any time. So there is a big difference between you being in your power and you feeling like this little mouse that's going to be attacked by this cat. I don't know. I just got this image of this mouse needing to be careful before this little cat approaches you and just uses you as dinner. So yeah, be careful. Be careful. Not that they're going to harm you in any way, but I do think that they're just a very smooth talker. They're very good at getting what they want, and you need to be careful that you just don't just give them what they want, I guess. We also have time to let go with the number 31. So maybe the 31st of December might be significant, or the 31st of October. With time to let go, maybe it's time to let go of worries. Maybe this is you deciding whether you really want to start something with this person, or that this person is very charming and just seductive, but they're not someone that you can rely on. Like, it might not be a person that you want to have a relationship with. Maybe that's why we have time to let go. Maybe this is like a bittersweet moment that you have to say goodbye because you're both busy. Like, it's time to get back to what you were doing. You don't have the time to stay on and talk forever. Maybe that's what this is about. Like, you're having a hug that you just don't want to let go of. Maybe that's what this is. Take it as it resonates. Let's get one or two more, and then we'll move on to the last deck. Is there anything else? Okay. We have two more, and this ball fell. The number 10. So yeah, October does seem very significant, which is right now. We also have the number 2 with Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up, which this card kind of is similar to the 8 of Wands energy that we already saw over here with the 8 of Imps, but we also saw it with the 8 of Wands in the very beginning of the reading. So this might indicate that like things are getting heated, like this energy is building, the connection is getting stronger, the passionate energy between the two of you is increasing. Also, February might be significant, or the 2nd of November, December, January could be significant. But it does look like you might be meeting more often from now on, or this connection is just intensifying in the upcoming months. We also have Starfish Spirit, which makes me laugh because I'm reminded of the term like someone being a starfish. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. but open to infinite possibility. So there are a lot of possibilities. We already talked about that with the card possibility at the beginning of the reading. And I'm going to see if I can grab it right now. There it is. So although this card is potential in Dutch, possibility and potential are really close to each other, right? So I do feel like you need to stay open-minded. Also, the star reminds me of your third eye chakra, because it's like a star on the middle of your forehead. So maybe try and stay connected throughout the conversation, and you might get like intuitive messages about this conversation, maybe the right things to say, or just an attitude that you might have or that could be helpful. But stay open to possibilities. Like, don't, like we said, you're setting boundaries, but at the same time, it might not be a full no. It might not be a full ending of whatever we're talking about. Like I said, this might be a relationship that that you're letting go of, or you want to let go of. But for others, this might just be like a new relationship that's blossoming, that's starting. And there is a lot of possibility of like creating this beautiful life together. But it can go many different ways still. I think that's the thing that we need to keep in mind, that it could go either way. Like, this could lead to something beautiful. You could end up like not pursuing this any further. Or it might just be different for a lot of different people. We also have the 5th of September or the 9th of May being significant. So these could also be like the days that someone has a birthday or something like that. It doesn't have to be specifically the day that you meet. Now, to end off this reading, we're going to get some advice from the angels. Oops, and I just noticed that there is an extra card that's not from this deck in here. Let me remove that one first. So let's take a look at some guidance from the angels. So angels, do you have any last advice for pile 1? Do you have any last advice? Yeah, I'm not going to take all of them. I'm just going to take the top one, and I'm going to shuffle again, see if anything else pops up. So I guess they have lots to say. Spirit, can I just get one card at a time, please? Because I cannot deal with 10 of them at the same time. Yeah, thank you. That was much better. Oh, I thought there was one, but it was 2. So that's another thing. Like I said, they can be a little bit manipulative, this person that we're talking about. Like, they say that, oh, I'm just going to give you a hug. And then they give a cheeky kiss on your cheek, something like that. So they might say that I'm going to do one thing, but they're actually going to do 2 things. Something that might be significant for you. Let's take a look at these cards, though. So the first one we have is the Miracle of Forgiveness, Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So there might be something that you need to forgive them for, or there might be something they need to forgive you for. I do feel for most of you, it's going to be the other way around, that you need to forgive them for something. You being this Queen of Bats. Like, I think that you have closed off your heart a little bit because maybe something happened in the past. But I mean, that's just the energy that I'm getting. It might not be for everybody, but there might be some forgiveness that needs to happen. We also have the Miracle of Prayer with Archangel Sandalphon. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. So I do think that it might be beneficial for you guys to ask for what you want, whether this is to Spirit or it is to this person. Like, tell them what you want and what you need. Tell Spirit what you would like to have. Like, try and manifest the things that you love to have. That could definitely help. Also, just prayer could help you calm your nerves a little bit and stay more grounded. Especially because you did have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Grounding could be helpful for you. We also have groundhog, which another word, ground. So yeah, grounding is very, very significant for you guys at this time. It could be really, really helpful. Especially for you receiving the messages from Spirit when they come to you. And the last one we have is spiritual support. So yes, you have this support available to you at any time. All you have to do is heart center yourself and ground yourself. So dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So ask your guides for help. That could definitely lead to just this conversation going a little bit smoother, helping clearing out the air, giving you signs that you're doing well. So that brings me to the end of the reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you so much for watching the extended and contributing a little bit more to my dream of just becoming a full-time tarot reader. I hope this helped you in a way. Maybe this gave you a little bit more excitement about what's to come when you meet this person, or it could just give you a little bit more confidence that you will be able to deal with them whenever the time comes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello my lovely pal number 2. Welcome to the extended. Let's start with some channeled messages. So I'm gonna shuffle these a few times and we're gonna see what they have to say to you right now. If there's anything going on right now that you need to know, you need to hear from them. I just think it's gonna be more fitting for you to get current messages than these future messages. Keep in mind that the future is always something that is up for change, just by you changing your energy towards it as well. So that was one. One more time. There we go. So, Spirit, is there anything Pile 2's person wants to tell them right now? Is there anything they need to know, need to hear from their person right now? Anything they need to know or hear? These are all stuck. That one. I'm not gonna take all the others. Anything else? Anything else they need to hear from their person? There we go. Let's just take a look at these first and we'll get more later. We have, I am looking everywhere for you, or I'm looking for you everywhere I go. So I do think that you might be living nearby each other, and every time they go outside, they're just looking around, hoping to see you. Or in general, they might just be looking at your socials, stuff like that. We also have, I am working on myself. So they are trying to improve themselves. We already talked about that transformational energy from the eagle. So that might be the thing that they're working on. Like they're trying to transform, they're trying to heal some things within them. Let's see if there is anything else. Is there anything else Pile 2's person wants to tell them? We also have no. So there might be some boundary that's being kept up, or someone feels stuck, like we said, with the energy during the conversation. Like they might be in their head a lot. Maybe someone said no to someone, I don't know. We also have, let me grab it. I am so confused. So they might be confused about the situation. They might be confused about what's going on, where this is headed. Maybe confused about what they did wrong for some of you. We also have, you are in my dreams. So they might be in your dreams. Or they might be, no, you might be in their dreams. That was what I wanted to say. Let's get a few more. There we go. We have, I don't want to start another fight. So there might have been a fight in the past. Maybe that's why you're both like kind of in that energy of that Eight of Swords, like being careful about what to say, what to do. Don't want to say anything wrong, not to disturb anything. Don't want to ruin anything. Let's get a few more. Is there anything else for pile 2? We also have thinking about you all day. So they are definitely thinking about you a lot. And the last one we have is, dear, how is it so hard to grab? There we go. I wish I was more like you. So I think that for most of you, you're going to be that fox person. You are this very beautiful partner, very monogamous, not interested in other people. Just a great mate to have in life. And I think that your person is kind of, well, I do think that they could be a great partner, but they're just second guessing themselves. You might be very helpful and very cooperative, and they're like a little bit more egotistical, or at least they don't think about things in that way. Like sometimes this might be someone that would just forget to do the dishes and let you do them afterwards because you do notice that. Or like you actively try to give people compliments, and they just don't think about stuff like that. They just don't realize those things. That doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. But yeah, they're just kind of jealous of that you are very considerate of other people and in general in relationships. Let me get some advice for this meetup. So, Spirit, do you have any advice for pile 2 regarding them meeting their person? The first one we have, oh my gosh, goosebumps. We have Eagle Spirit with Spirit has your back. This gives me goosebumps because 2 different decks and 2 eagles. So eagles might be significant. American eagle, seeing an eagle, something like that. The number 23 might be significant. I do think Spirit communicates to you, maybe through showing feathers, or maybe you actually seeing an eagle. But you must know that Spirit has your back. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to help you. So just realizing that you're not alone in this and that you are guided might be helpful. Is there anything else, Spirit, that pile 2 needs to know? Is there anything else for pile 2? Any advice for them? Any messages? Any other messages for pile 2? Maybe you had to wait a long time before you got to meet them. The tarot cards as well as these oracle cards just take a lot of time before they fall out. There we go. We also have Canary Spirit with Sing Your Own Song with the number 12. So December might be significant, or the 12th of any month. With Sing Your Own Song, it's literally like be true to who you are. Stick to what you like to do. Don't try and change for them. Don't try to change at all. Also, maybe singing could be helpful. Or just using your voice. Another yellow. So yellow might be very significant. I talked about yellow before. Maybe just connecting more to your solar plexus chakra. This does sound a little bit more spiritual, of course, than just solid advice, but maybe tapping into the things that you love, doing more of those things. Like I'm getting the word authenticity. Maybe just explore the things that you enjoy, do more of those. Also, this might indicate that you will meet when you are singing, possibly on stage or something like that, because we did have that mask, like you were kind of masking, you weren't your complete self. Who knows? We have 2 more cards. The first one we have is Wolf Spirit with Turn Knowledge into Wisdom. So I do think that you are quite wise. We have the Fox with Wisdom or just knowledge. Smart, being witty. So I do think that you need to trust yourself and know that you have got everything that you need to have this situation go smoothly. Spirit has your back. They're helping you. And I think that you have learned from the past. I think that that might be something significant. Something that happened in the past might be helpful now. We also have the 7th of June and the 6th of July being significant here. And we also have Coyote Spirit with trust in divine detours. So it might be that you have been on a little bit of a detour recently regarding this connection. Like you might have been broken up for a while, or there is just, you both needed some space. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was a breakup, or maybe you need some space. I think that if you do need some space, that is totally fine. Trust that sometimes you need some space and that you will be reunited in the future. I think that Spirit kind of wants you to know that you will be all right, even if you decide to take some distance from this person, or if you both decide that you both need some space. Take that as it resonates. We also have the number 16, so the 16th might be a significant date this month, or the 1st of June, or the 6th of January. Let's move on to my last oracle deck, which is an angels deck. So let's see if the angels have any advice for you at this time. Angels, what advice do you have for pile 2? Is there any advice you have for them? Any advice for pile 2? That's one. I kind of want 2 cards, so let's see if we can get one more. Angels, can we get one more message from you to have advice? Okay. This was something, we got 3, and I immediately saw the card, so I'm already talking about the card, I'm sorry. We have Speak Your Truth with Archangel Gabriel. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. That's the canary that we see here. So I do feel like it's very important for you to speak from a place of integrity, to speak your truth. Tell this person what you need, tell this person what you want. Don't beat around the bush. Be clear. That might be scary sometimes, but I do think that in the end, it will definitely pay off for both of you to just tell them how you feel, how you think about things. We also have healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. So there might be a decision that you need to make logically from whatever this meetup is about. Think about your health. Take your health into account. And maybe in preparation of this meetup, you might want to maybe exercise, maybe do some yoga, Pilates, maybe just pay attention to your body, give your body a rest when it needs to. Focus on your health in general, because there is a lot of things that are connected to your health. And the last one we have for you guys is Open Your Heart with Archangel Chamuel. And this definitely tells me that this could be related to pile 1, because we did talk about that as well. But thank you, Chamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. So you might have some barriers around your heart. Your person might have some barriers around your heart. This definitely was visible with that 8 of Bats card that we saw. I'm going to show you guys, like, you see that they are bound up in something. This is their heart being bound up, their mind being bound up. So I think that maybe you are both going to be able to pull away some of these layers, because we see these bats like kind of undoing those layers already, like unwrapping. When we're talking about that masking, it might be that there is a little bit of unmasking already happening because of the connection that you both have. But I do think that things will be improving throughout this conversation, throughout the meetup, throughout time in general. So you might already start yourself this healing journey, trying to remove those barriers a little bit. But it could definitely be helpful for this meetup. So that brings me to the end of the reading. I really hope this resonated for you guys. I hope it gave you some comfort, some clarity. If you enjoyed the reading, I'd love to get a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how it went after you've met up, obviously. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. And good luck, because you definitely, you got this, okay? But bye guys, have a great day. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. If you pick the mummy, this is going to be your extended. So we're going to start out with some channeled messages, and I am using my channeled messages deck for that. I made it myself. You might have seen it many times in my other readings, and if you haven't, maybe you will see them in future readings if you're interested. But let's take a look at what your person would say to you right now if they could. So these are the messages that they would give you right now, not necessarily when you'll meet. But let's see what they have to say. So Spirit, can you please tell us what pile 3's person would say to them right now? Is there anything that they would like to say to pile 3? Or anything their higher self would like to say? Let's take a look. So pile 3, what messages does their person have for them? There we go. I am only taking the bottom one for now. So we have, will we ever get back together? I'm hearing the song of Taylor Swift. I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah, they might be wondering if you will ever get back together. So this might actually be an ex. Or it might be someone that you grew very close to, but it never really became a relationship or something like that. The next one we have is the person I'm with now is part of my healing journey. So for some of you, this person is already in a connection with someone else at this moment. But like we said, they are transforming, they are growing a spine. That might be a necessary step for their healing journey. We also saw that, what did I want to say? I wanted to say something, I don't know. But yeah, it's clear that you might meet them when they are still in a relationship with someone else, but there is a possibility that you will get back together, and that you will move through some things together. Okay, we also have seeing you made my day. So you might have seen them quite recent. Or they might saw you on social media. Maybe they saw your picture somewhere or a video of you. Take that one as it resonates. But whenever they saw you last, that made their day. Even if they were with someone else, even if they are with someone else at this moment, I do think they really enjoy your presence. Ooh, there we go. We have another one, and it says, I try to ignore our situation. So yes, like I said, with the stingray, they have something that they need to face, and every time that they decide to ignore it, walk away from it, it'll just come back at them. It's like a boomerang. And I think that what they're ignoring is their feelings for you, or whatever is going on between the two of you. So it will come back at them. They'll one day they will stop having to. They will need to stop ignoring it, because they get sick of facing the same challenges every single time, because that's what's happening. We have another one here. Let's see. I'm just taking the top ones every time, or the bottom ones actually. So we have, I want to come back. So yes, they wonder if you'll ever get back together. Maybe you were the one that broke things off, or maybe they were, but they seem like they do want to get back with you. If this is an ex, and I do feel for most of you it actually is. Let's see if there is anything else. We also have I don't love you, which kind of indicates that problem that they're dealing with, like they are with someone else. I think that they're trying to tell themselves that the person that they're with, that's the person for them, and that you are kind of distracting them or you're in their way of them becoming happy. But at the same time, they are dealing with that 10 of Cups reversed. So they are very unhappy at this time. I think that they're just trying to ignore whatever happened. They're trying to ignore their feelings. They're trying to just think logically instead of thinking with their heart or acting with their heart. We have two more. We have focus on your current partner. So this might indicate that they are trying to focus on their current partner, or maybe that they want you to focus on your current partner. And we have yes, which also kind of looks like fireworks. So that might be a confirmation for you. Don't know what the yes is specifically about, but you might know yourself. So that's it for the channeled messages. I'm gonna move this deck to the side and we're gonna take a look at some advice. Is there anything you can do to prepare? Does Spirit have any messages surrounding this connection at this moment? Let's take a look. Oh dear, I just dropped part of these cards. Let me grab them. Okay, so let's take a look. Spirit, do you have any advice for pile 3? Is there anything they need to know? Any message that you have for them to help out with this connection? Ooh, there are a lot of cards falling. I don't know what this is about, but it's quite frustrating. I dropped these cards, as I tried to grab them, I dropped your other cards, and now a lot of cards are flying out. So yeah, maybe this person is so nervous that they start dropping things when you meet them. Maybe you are the one dropping things, but yeah, there is something about dropping stuff. I don't know. So the first one we have is Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. So I do think that you are a very loyal person. And I do think that Spirit asks you to stay that way. Don't give up on just who you are. Like, don't let them change you. Don't let the situation change you. Just stay loyal and true to what you believe in. And if that means that you need to let go of this person for a while, or maybe, yeah, like it could indicate different things. We have the number 19 2 times, by the way. So the number 19 might be significant. The 19th might be significant. But I do think that Spirit wants to applaud you for staying loyal in general, just being a loyal friend, being a loyal person. Maybe it indicates that you might need to be a friend to them at this time and kind of create some distance between the two of you. We also have the Starfish, open up to infinite possibility. So yes, keep your mind open, keep your heart open. It might not, your relationship with this person might not be exactly, or not immediately be exactly what you want. But there are possibilities for change. And you might need to make some changes at this point. But it's not going to be a straightforward path for you guys, I feel like. It's kind of like a hill and valley kind of situation where sometimes you get closer and sometimes you need to have some distance. And maybe at this time, distance is what's necessary. And I'm sorry, because that's not always what everybody wants to hear. We also have Otter Spirit with You Are Never Alone. So the message here, I feel, is that there might be someone else that is better suited for you at this time. Like, maybe you are with someone else at this moment, or your person is with someone else. Like, you are in the connection that is perfect for you at this time, as are they. Like we said, there is some healing journey going on. Maybe there are some karmic lessons you're both working through. And you are supported by your own team, your own people. So don't worry too much. Also, we have the number 42, which might be significant. We already had 32. So the 3rd and the 4th of February might be significant. Yeah. Also, Spirit is always with you, trying to guide you. You are not alone. Even if you feel like you are alone, you are not. Okay, the next one we have is White Raven Spirit with Trust in the Magic. So there is a big need for you to trust in what is unfolding, to trust in whatever happens, that it happens for the highest good of all. Like I said, if there is a need for you guys to have a little bit of a separation, that you have to trust that that's what it is, that you will be reunited when the time is right, and if the time is right. But I do think that things could change quite quickly, especially because we have magic here, and magic is always something unexpected, I feel. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll move on to the next one. So we also have Eagle Spirit with Spirit Has Your Back. So we have a lot about Spirit helping you. You are not alone. Spirit is having your back. They are maybe creating some beautiful moments that you don't see coming. Also, with Spirit Has Your Back, they are helping you. They are trying to guide you on this path. We also have the number 23. We already had 32, so there might be some mirroring going on. Also, extra emphasis on the 2nd of March and the 3rd of February. The 23rd of this month or any other month might be significant. And I think I forgot to mention December and the 6th of June being significant as well. But yeah, it's very important for you to just trust the process, trust whatever is unfolding. Especially because we did have the Berusten card, which talks about surrender. Let me adjust the camera. There we go. Surrender. So I'm going to shuffle this deck now. This is an angel deck. And maybe the angels have some more guidance for you as well. Let's see. Angels, do you have any advice for pile 3? There it goes. Oh, no, it's too far away. There we go. Ah! Sorry. The number 50. We threw it out. So the first one we have is Peaceful Warrior. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. So you're being asked to stand your ground. Set your boundaries and don't let someone walk over them. And that was a similar energy that I was getting with that Queen of Swords. Like you're really trying to set your boundaries. Because you are such a nice person, you tend to pick up other people's problems. Other people's tend to walk over you a little bit. But I do feel like you have come a long way and that you're finally learning how to set boundaries. And maybe this person is just that one person that is a little bit more challenging when it comes to that, just because you care about them that much. But let's see if there is anything else. By the way, if you see them, like your person, you might want to call on Archangel Ariel to help you. Stick your grounds. Stick to your grounds. I don't know how you say that. But they might want to help you actually set those firm boundaries and don't let them walk over you. So the last one for you guys, pile 3. So angels, is there anything else you have for pile 3? Is there anything else you have for pile 3? Any last advice? Any last advice? Okay, thank you. So the last piece of advice, let's take a look. We have transformation. I was already talking about transformation with our beautiful stingray, Archangel Zadkiel. Also, Zadkiel is the one I call on for clearing. I posted a short with this clearing. You might want to try that, might be helpful for you. We have, thank you Zadkiel for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. So you are also transforming from your past challenges, and these challenges probably have to do with these boundaries, letting people walk over you, or not taking on other people's stuff. And your person is also dealing with a different kind of transformation. So let Archangel Zadkiel help you with that transformation. Like I said, it might be helpful to use this violet flame. I think it's a mantra. I'm not sure what it's called, but I have one in my shorts. You might want to watch that and help you get through that energy, help bring that transformation in fully. So that brings me to the end of the reading. I really hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gives you some clarity or maybe just some help, advice. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I'd love to get a thumbs up. Let me know how it went once you meet them. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. It was so much fun to read for you guys. And I hope to see you in one of my next readings. Bye guys. Hello, my lovely pile number 4. If you picked the ghost, this is going to be your extended reading. So let's take a look at some channeled messages, shall we? I'm using this deck specifically, but we'll see what they have to say to you. And keep in mind, these are their current energies. So first of all, we have I don't want to talk. So maybe they are not really interested in laying out their hearts or just having long conversations. Like I said, it feels more so that it's going to be more of a physical meetup. But yeah, it's like you're both not really interested in talking, or at least they are not very interested in talking. Let's see if there's anything else. We have they are not good for you, which might indicate that the people you're hanging out with are not good for you, or maybe you are still in a connection with someone else and they are just a good friend trying to give you advice on the connection that you're currently dealing with. Take them as they resonate. These might not all be for you. Let's see if there's anything else. We also have, will we ever get back together? So you might be exes of one another, or maybe you're just unsure if you'll ever meet up again. Let's see if there's anything else. So Spirit, is there anything else pile 4's person would like to tell pile 4? We also have commitment scares me. Like I said, I feel like for possibly both of you, like you're both not really wanting any commitment right now, or at least one of you guys is keeping their options open and the other one's like, I definitely don't want the commitment right now, which is the camel person. So yeah, it might be that commitment scares you or it scares them at this moment. Like you're both just not really looking for commitment at this time. With the ghost, it might tell us that someone ghosted the other. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else. I feel like this one wanted to come out. I want to come back. So someone wants to come back, which might indicate that they do want to be with you or to hang out with you. But again, it feels like they might be scared that they'll have to commit to you, and maybe that's something that they're not ready for. Is there anything else? Anything else for pile 4? Anything else? I would like to get a little bit more messages, but if they just don't come out, I guess we'll leave the messages for what they are. Oh, there we go. We also have, yes, that was me. So if you got a message and you were unsure from who it was, or you saw someone very quickly and you were like, was that them? It probably was. But yeah, there was a situation, maybe someone was like spying on you and you thought, whoa, someone must be there. They are looking at me, but I can't see them. It was them. I don't know. Maybe there is like an extra account. I really don't know. But it is interesting that we had that dragon with someone that sees everything, right? So they might have their eyes on you, even if you don't realize that. And that's why we have the ghosts, like they're see-through. You can see them. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see. Anything else for pile 4? Okay, thank you. So, is it 1? Are they 2? No, 1. We also have I don't love you. So maybe there is really no commitment at this moment. Maybe they feel like there is not really love between the two of you, like it's more physical. Or maybe that's what they're telling themselves because they are afraid of commitment. But yeah, that's what we got. So let's move on and get some advice for you guys. Some advice regarding this person, so this connection. Let's take a look. So Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 4? Thank you. Let's see what it has to say. So we have the number 9, which is September, or the 9th of this month. We have take time out with Brown Bear Spirit. And I think it's very interesting that we have take time out and we have the 4 of Bats, which is all about rest. So maybe you really need some time away from this person, or just some time to yourself. We always see a bear when when we talk about hibernation, so maybe that would be interesting for you too. Like taking some time out of the dating scene, or taking some time out to just focus on nourishing yourself. Oh, we already have another one. We also have Lizard Spirit with Dream the World into Being with the number 38. Did we have? Yeah, we had 38 already. So 38 must be really significant. This might be an age, like I already said, or the 3rd of August or the 8th of March. Also adding up to an 11, so November. But Dream the World into Being. So you could actively manifest what you want for yourself by taking up some practices. Maybe writing in a gratitude journal, writing down what you're grateful for, or just communicating with Spirit, asking for what you want. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, like, the world is open to you. You can have like whatever you want, as long as you just stick to that and not give in before that. We also have Ant Spirit with Time to Collaborate. So we have the number 1, which is January, or the 1st of the month. You might want to work together with someone. So this could indicate that you might just have some kind of transactional situation with them. Like you try to work on yourself, but at the same time, you're getting some affection. Collaboration doesn't really seem romantic. So it could be that this is more of a friendship situation. Like you help each other, you care for each other, you give each other what they need. Without it being like a relationship at this moment, or maybe just not labeling it as such. Yeah, you take this one as it resonates, because I'm not going to tell you what to do or what this is or isn't. I just think that this connection between the two of you, it's not really labeled. Like I don't feel like it's going to be just one night stands, and I don't feel like it's just going to be friends, and it doesn't feel like it's going to be a romantic relationship as such as well. Let's see if there is anything else. We also have the eagle with the number 23. So the 23rd might be significant. The 3rd of February or the 2nd of March. Also the 23rd of April, June, or this month might be significant. Know that Spirit has your back. You are being supported by Spirit. So whatever decision you make, it's up to you. You are being helped with that. Nobody is going to tell you what you should do with them or what to do with this connection. Nobody is judging you for whatever decision you make. You are in your right to get what you want right now. Okay. Oh, we got one more, and I think that's going to be the last one of this deck before we move on to the next one. So the next one we have is Owl Spirit with You See Clearly Now, the number 43, sorry. So the 3rd of April or the 4th of March, especially March seems quite significant. We had a lot of 3s already. And I love that we have You See Clearly Now, as I talked about the dragon seeing everything. So I think that you finally have all the information that you need to make a decision or to do what you need to do. You might had to wait on some clarity, or maybe you're still waiting on the clarity, but this clarity will come and it will help you make the decisions that you need to make in the future. But I do think that you finally see the whole picture, and you might finally have like this other perspective, like you're looking from it with eagle eyes instead of like being in the middle of things. You don't take things as personally anymore. Whereas maybe in the past you felt like you needed to be in a relationship to feel valued. Maybe at this time you really appreciate the freedom that you have from this relationship, but at the same time realize that you still care about each other deeply, and there is still this big sense of trust and connection between the two of you. Let's take a look at some guidance from the angels. So angels, is there any advice that you have for my lovely pal 4s? We already have 2, so we're gonna take both. Let me see if I can grab them. There we go. So the first one we have is the Divine Physician with Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So you might finally be healing, whether this is physically, whether this is mentally. Like I said, I feel like you have gone through quite a change with finally seeing things clearly for what they are right now. Maybe not acting from a place of pain, of fear, of loss, but actually standing in your power. Also with the bear, like we're seeing you nurturing yourself, taking good care of yourself, healing yourself back to health. And I feel like that might be a big priority for yourself right now, like focusing on getting yourself where you want to be, instead of focusing on having a relationship with someone at this moment and just doing what you enjoy. We also have the miracle of forgiveness with Archangel Jeremiel. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. So you might want to forgive yourself for what happened in the past. This might have to do with you forgiving the other person for what happened in the past. Maybe forgiving yourself or them for like the decision not to turn this into a relationship at this time. Like maybe you felt some pain from that. Maybe that's what you're dealing with. But yeah, there is some forgiveness that needs to take place, or that has already taken place. And there is an emphasis on that. So that is the last message I have for you. I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking a look at the extended with me. I have a few more videos in the extended already. If you want to, you can check those out as well, or in the membership area. But thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. Let me know how this date went. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye guys. Have a great day.